Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every single one of you. I hope you had a great day, guys. Thank you as always for joining back to watch the video on football stories. I'm Victor, and as always I feel blessed to be presenting Nigerian Super Eagles update to you. And of course, what's going on right now. It's all about the preparations for the Olympics qualifiers game of Nigerian Super Falcons. And in the last video, guys, we talked about how we had a bit of a slow arrivals for our teams, Nigerian team, because the South African team already came to Nigeria 3 days ago or so. They came very early, settled in, and had already started training. But for Nigerian team, as at the time that the camp was opened, we didn't have enough people. We didn't make the quota to actually start the proper training, and it was a bit frustrating for Mr. Randy, Coach Randy. But again, things have really improved since then, and of course, the latest right now is that we've had like 14 Super Falcons players who are now available in camp, and slugging it out and putting in everything that they can in order to actually achieve the strategy and objective for that game. And of course, the number of players that have come into camp, include the likes of Rashid Ajibade, of course, Tojuku Oguehi, Jumoke Alani, Linda Jowangu, Chidima Okeke, Shakurat Oladipo, Chiamaka Nnadozie, the world best goalkeeper, the African best goalkeeper technically. We have Uchenna Kanu, of course, doing great things. We talked about her in one of the videos. And we have a gift Monday. We have Deborah Abiodun. We have Jennifer Echegini, the world-class midfielder for Juventus. And of course, Christy Uchebe, Osenachi Ohale, Tony Pines. These are the 14 players reportedly in camp at this minute, not at this minute, at about the evening when Randy Wilden actually had the first training sessions for the girls. But it's really intense, and they are not looking back. They've started the training really high and with some purpose. But again, there are a number of players who are still expected to show up in camp, hopefully today. And in fact, today is the deadline, basically, except for the likes of Oseyi Samuel, who has already taken an excuse that she will be coming on Thursday, which is the eve of the game. But the rest of the players are ultimated to actually show up tomorrow. So these guys that will show up tomorrow are the likes of Michelle Alozie, Nicole Pines, of course. We have Halimatu Ayinde, we have Omorin Sola Babajide, Ifeoma Onomono, Asisat Sola on Thursday, as we mentioned, and then Esther Koronkwo, Chinwendu, Ehezu. So these are the guys that have still not yet showed up in camp, but again, they are going to definitely show up tomorrow. And then lastly on Thursday for Asisat Sola. So everything is intact. The guys trained today, as I mentioned in the last video, based on what Coach Wadon said, they had an evening training session today, and everything was really nice and good. The feeling was good, the atmosphere, the intensity, everything was top notch. And we just hope that the rest of the guys who have not yet joined the camp do so that Randy Waldron can actually have a full squad on his hands, and then know how to really prepare these girls fully with all the tactics and all these strategies that he has in his mind. And South Africa, as we mentioned, they are already ahead of us because they came on time, and they are already preparing. Maybe a bit of maybe 1 or 2 steps ahead of us because of the early start that they've had. But notwithstanding, we are Nigerian Super Falcons, and of course we have You know, we have the integrity, we have the history, we have the disciplines, we have the commitment, seriousness, you know, when it comes to these things. So I definitely, you know, have faith in these girls. When they regroup, they're going to do something really special. Well, taking the sneak peek, guys, into the South African camp, let me let you know that their goalkeeper, South African goalkeeper, has actually been talking, and her name is Kelly Swart. And what she's saying now is that, you know, she and her team are really very confident about getting something out of the Nigerian game. She's in fact sending out a warning, you know, to all of us, to Nigeria, to the Nigerian team, Super Falcons, you know, and saying that it's not going to be a walk in the park. So Kelly Swart actually believes that, you know, this year is going to be the year that the South African team actually, you know, collect that Olympic qualifiers ticket from Nigeria, because she knows and she feels that they mean business, you know, way more than they've ever meant before. And of course, she says that they are going to show, you know, show it on the match, and of course get the ticket. But talk is cheap. We're definitely going to see how that turns out. Of course, I trust our Nigerian Super Falcons, and of course I know it's going to be a hell of a fight before, you know, anything happens. But leaving that update, guys, let me let you know the one that concerns Oseyi Samuel. You know, we talked about Oseyi Samuel a few videos ago, where you know, I reported that he had a bus stop with Trabzonspor fan after they had a match, after Fenerbahce had a match with Trabzonspor, and then defeated them 3-2 in their home soil. And then Trabzonspor fans were very irritated, they were angry, and they decided to storm the pitch and started to attack Oseyi Samuel and his teammates. Of course, if you also recall, I mentioned that he could be serving a ban because of the way he got himself involved in the altercation, because he literally decided to start fighting these invaders instead of allowing security to take care of it. So for that reason, the Turkish FA obviously charged him with that offense, you know, assault offense, along with 2 other Fenerbahce players. And of course, I also mentioned in the last video, that video particularly, that he was going to, you know, come to court, or the Turkish FA court, today being 2nd of April, yesterday, sorry, an answer for his wrongdoing. And again, that is still in the process. Of course, there hasn't been any verdict after the hearing and all of that. And aside from that, but also related, Fenerbahce as a club are angered by this situation, by this scenario. They in fact are now looking for the possibility of withdrawing from the Turkish league because of what happened to their players after that Trabzonspor match. They're actually exploring, you know, leaving the Turkish league and going into another league. I don't know if that's possible based on FIFA rules, but that's what they are exploring right now. But based on Reuters, the management of Fenerbahce are now saying that they are going to have to pause on that idea until at least the end of the season before they take any further action. Moving on, guys, let me let you know that Victor Osimhen is also in the updates, and the reason is because you know, Napoli already, you know, trying to get rid of him. End of the season, he's hopefully going to go away from Napoli. But what's happening right now is that Napoli are preparing or lining up another Nigerian as a possible replacement for Victor Osimhen, and that guy is no other than Victor Boniface. Of course, he's been an exceptionally talented player, you know, this season, despite the injury and everything. But Napoli are a huge admirer of Victor Boniface, and they are looking to actually get him to replace Osimhen when Osimhen leaves. Of course, that's what's trending right now. And also, on the side, there's been some sort of rumor that Osimhen and his agent have actually agreed on a personal deal with Chelsea, you know, for this summer. But of course, that's not official. It's just something that's, coming on as an underground story that Osimhen has already finalized personal terms with Chelsea. What's remaining is, you know, for Chelsea to agree the transfer fee with Napoli, and then during the summer they're going to work it out and Osimhen transfers to Chelsea. We'll see how that one turns out, guys. Make sure you subscribe to the channel to get updates like this about our Nigerian Super Eagles players. And of course, I have the last gist on my plate here, which has to do with a certain under 20 Nigerian young goalkeeper by the name Chijioke and Nyagoso, who has now joined Voyagel. I don't know if I've got this name correctly, but the name is Voyagel. And then he actually joined from the Ukrainian third-tier club called Policia FC. And of course, you know, he joined Policia last year after having an impressive performance with the under-20 at the AFCON in Egypt. That was in 2023. But of course, now he's moved to Zivagel. And, you know, I just wanted to update that here. This guy is a prospect, is full of possibilities and potential. And I just wanted to wish him congratulations, and we hope to see him at the top and hopefully someday in the Super Eagles shirt. That's the update, guys. Thank you for catching this one. Love you all. Make sure you react to any story if you're connected to. Have a blessed day, guys. Stay tuned to the channel.